Nadine Bernard is now 50 years old. When the parole board asked what might have changed had she considered the consequences of her actions, she said her son would be alive, she would not be incarcerated, and she would have put her son first instead of using him as a means to an end. On March 26, 2009, Nadine Bernard drove her car into the underground parking lot at an office building on Robert Speck Parkway in Mississauga, where she worked at Brinks Canada. She attached a hose between the exhaust pipe and the rear window, killing her son, 18-month-old Jaden Bernard, who was sitting in a car seat with carbon monoxide poisoning. It was an act of revenge towards the baby's father, Richard Williams. Police found this sticky note and handwritten letter inside the car, which said in part, "Payback is a B." Bernard admitted 2 years later, when she pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, that she was angry that Williams, her married colleague from Brinks, with whom she had had a 5-year affair, was not getting a divorce from his wife, as he promised. Richard and his wife, Joy, were seeking joint custody of the baby.
She had a complete breakdown 16 years ago, where she was going to commit suicide herself. And she has been remorseful each day. She keeps memories of Jaden in her cell to remember what she did.
In February, Nadine Bernard's parole ineligibility period was reduced from 20 to 16 years after winning a faint hope hearing. At her parole hearing Wednesday, the board was encouraged by her progress while incarcerated at the Grand Valley Institution for Women in Kitchener, where she has been living in minimum security.
She's been in the community over 150 times already, volunteering. She did a work release where she worked for a private business. She's gone to church and seen family and done further programs.
Bernard, who has been deemed a low risk to reoffend, apologized to her son and to Richard and Joy Williams before the board decided to grant her day parole for 6 months to be served at a halfway house in Toronto. Why didn't she go for full parole?
She responsibly assessed her own risk and felt that she did not want to get unrestricted liberties after being incarcerated for 16 years.
The conditions of her release on day parole include that Nadine Bernard must report any new relationship she has with men or women to her parole officer. She can have no contact, both direct or indirect, with Jaden's father and the family. She's not allowed to be anywhere in Brampton or Mississauga except with prior written consent, and she must meet with a mental health professional. Catherine McDonald, Global News.